Good morning. Today is Friday, November 28th, Shabbos, and today's shir is sponsored in honor of the son of Reb Jeremy here today. His name is Ezra Gavriel, and it's his honor. Okay, and also the honor of Jeremy Williams from Hollywood, Florida, who's here today by the shir. Okay, so yesterday, yes, came from Florida to join the shir, right? So today we're in Perek Yud. Just a quick background of where we're holding and what's going on, just to bring everybody up to date. So Hashem told Eliyahu Navi that the house of Achav has to be destroyed because it did avodah zarah. Now, what ends up happening is in the end of Perek Tes is Jehu, the king of Yisrael. He kills in one day. He wipes out from the house of Achav. He wipes out Ahaziah, the king of Yehuda. He wipes out Yehu, the king of Yisrael, and he kills Yizre'el, the wife of Achav, all in one day. And he's on a mission now to wipe out the base Achav. So the way they did it was they first started with the leaders, and then the next thing we're going to see later today is going to kill out the people of Achav. Okay, and then he's going to kill the people of the Baal. And that's the end of the parak. Fine. So let's get started. Pasuk Aleph. Well, the Achav Shiva Banim. So now Achav, right, had 70 children. Shomron, in the Shomron. So, interesting. Kliyaka says that the 70 children were all from Yizre'el. Okay? Yeah. It's interesting because she was a Zionist. I don't know how this all worked out, but that's what the Kliyaka says. And you can't even say it means his relatives because the pasuk later says he killed out his relatives. So, okay. Anyway, so Achav has 70 children. But Yehu Svarim v'Yishach Shomron. So now Yehu, the king of Israel, he sends letters. He sends letters. Listen, some say it was the family, but it's interesting. I'll tell you even more. In a minute, we're going to have that in Yizre'el, he had another 70 children. So again, I can't tell you how this works out, but that's just according to the Yalkut. It was his. What?
While he was married.
Could be. Could be. Anyways, he has 70 children, and now Yehu essentially wants to see the loyalty of these children. So he's making a little trick. And he's going to say, which is your strongest son? And let him fight me. And they're going to say, no. We're loyal to you. That's essentially what's going to happen. He's testing the loyalty of the children of Achav to see if they're loyal to the new king Yehu or not. So let's see inside. The Achav Sheva Banim b'Shomron v'Yichtav Yehu Svarim. He writes these letters v'Yishach Shomron. He sends the letters to the Shomron, al Sari Yizre'el, Azakanim. He sends it to two people. He sends it to the Sari Yizre'el, Azakanim, and also to Imim Achav, and also to the people who were the caretakers of the children of Achav. He sends them letters and he says, these people raised those children. And he says, Va'ata. He says, now, Kavaya Sefer Alechem. When this letter comes to you and it reaches you, he says, Itchem b'nei Adonechem. He says, you, the caretakers, are the ones in charge of them. And it's Itchem Rechav Asusim. And with you have all the Rechav Asusim and Ir Misav and Nasha. You Bnei Achav have all the horses, and you have all the weapons, and you have the fortified cities. In other words, you guys are strong. So since you, the children of Achav, and you, the caretakers, are in power, me, I'm the new Melech. So what we should do is he tells them, Re'isem Toviya, should do what's best fit for you, and Bnei Adonechem from your master's son. V'saltem as kisei of him. You should go fight with me. Basically, he's putting up a little trap. He's saying, send your strongest son and have a fight with me. And he's testing the loyalty to see if they're going to be loyal to the base Achav themselves, or going to be loyal to the new king, me, which is Yehu. Now, so as soon as they hear this, they're like, no, they got extremely scared. They say, Malachim. They say to themselves, he said to himself, if just now you go ahead and kill two kings, Yisrael and Yehuda, how are we going to stand up to you? We have no chance. So what they do? They send the message Asher al Bias, and Asher al Azakanim, Va'imnim al Yehu Lema. They send the message to the people of the governors and all the people. And they write back and they write, Avcha Nachnu, we're your servants. In other words, right away, we're loyal to you. Whatever you say, we're going to do. And we're not going to make a king. You are the king. So we accept your loyalty, and Yehu, you're the Melech, and don't worry, we're good. All that you say, and all that's good in your eyes, we're going to follow. Okay? So as soon as he has that, he says no problem. He writes him a second letter. He says, Im liatem, if you're really with me, and you listen to what I say, no problem. I want you tomorrow, who has Roisha and Anshe B'nei Adonechem, Bayalai, Ke'ez Macha Yazulena. Tomorrow morning, I want you to take the 70 children, chop their heads off. I want you to bring their heads tomorrow to Yisre'el. Because he was a relatively good king, we'll say. And he got rid of the Asherah and the Baal. The Pasuk says the Baal. He got rid of the Baal. So he's saying that basically, no problem. So my job is to kind of the nevuah of Elisha, of Yaina, of Leo, told to continue the nevuah to get rid of the house of Achav. So now, the children of Achav have to get rid of them. So he says, tomorrow morning, I want you to bring all of them dead. I want you to bring the 70 heads and bring it to me. If you're loyal to me, so do what you got to do. And the Pasuk says more. I know the count. Don't try to play around with them. I know it's 70. And these are the 70, as the Gedali Ir, but said that the great people of sin raised. So I want tomorrow these sons of Achav. Bring me all the children. I want their heads. And Yehu is talking to the caretakers of the children of Achav. He's saying, tomorrow morning, if you're loyal to me, so bring me the people you take care of. Bring me the sons of Achav. I want them dead by Yisre'el by tomorrow morning. Okay? When the letter reached them, they took the kings of the sons of Melech, those the kids of Achav, and they slaughtered all 70 children of Achav. They put their heads in a pot, maybe in a kettle, some sort of the way to carry it, because I guess the blood was dripping out. So they took all their heads, and they brought it to Yisre'el. Okay. Now, why did they send it to Yisre'el? Why didn't they bring it themselves? So the Kliyaka says very partial. He says they did because they're scared if they go ahead and bring the heads themselves, then they might be next. So we just sent it over, just said it exactly. Now, okay. So now their heads are sent over. So now the messenger of the king says, "Aviu Roshei Bnei HaMelech." The heads of Achav's children are here. Yomi, he says, go put it into two piles. Presumably it was I guess it's by the shar, so both sides. And he says, and leave it, and it should be there until the morning. In other words, so Rabban explains what happened. They brought the heads at night. It was such a gruesome scene. It was such a gruesome scene that they were embarrassed to do it. So they did, because they didn't want to look weak. So they did it at night when no one was looking. So he said, no. Take it and leave it by the gate of the city in two piles. Everyone can see it. Until the morning, through daylight, throughout, I guess maybe through the day. Anyways, the deal was that everyone should see that you do Avodah Zarah, there's punishment. And also to see that the nevuah came true, that the children of Achav will be wiped out. It's not just a hearsay. It actually happens. It's real. Pasuk test. The morning comes. Everyone went out. So now Yehu tells all the people. I'll just say it outside and then we'll see it inside. It's a little hard to read inside. So basically he tells them, he says, look, you guys think you're tzaddikim, right? And I'm a Rasha, because I went ahead and killed the two kings. I killed Yizre'el. You think I'm a Rasha? He says, look, you went and just killed all 70 people. So Elamai must be that the reason why it's all happening is not because I'm bad, you're good, we're good, we're bad. No, it's because the Gzeira to kill Beis Achav, and that's what it is. Right? We became the nevuah that the house of Achav gets wiped out. So let's read it inside now. They went out. He said, "Tzaddikim about that. You all, in your eyes, you all think you're tzaddikim." This is why Rashi learns it. And I went ahead and killed the king. I killed Yehoram, and I killed Ahaziah. I killed him. But who killed all these 70 people? You did. So we're both kind of guilty in a way. No, but he says no. But if you have to know, and nothing just happens. Hashem says there's no nevuah. There's no nevuah of Hashem that doesn't happen. Asher diba Hashem, because Asher diba Hashem al Beis Achav. Hashem said that the house of Achav Hashem also es Asher diba biyad avdo Eliyahu. This all happened because it's a nevuah through Eliyahu and Avi through Elisha, through Yomi Navi, and we have that the nevuah was the house of Achav will be destroyed, and now you're looking at a nevuah. You didn't do bad by killing them. I didn't do bad by killing the kings. It was all a prophecy that has to happen, and it happened. Here it is. You're looking at it today. Okay, that's the end of Pasuk Yud. Now, Pasuk Gidal. Yehu is called on Hashem. So now Yehu, the king, which now he has loyalty, and people looking at him. So what does he do? Next step he does is he goes and he hits anyone left over, the base Achav, Yizre'el. This all happened in Shomron. Now he goes, he hits them in all the people left over in Yizre'el, which was nearby. The Chol Gadudav, all the noble people, Yehuda is the relatives of Achav, Kahanav is all the Kahanim of them. Ad Bilti Hisha Loi Sharid, until there was nothing left for base Achav. Achav's house was removed, wiped out, and now before it was the leaders, then it was the children, now it's the entire house, everyone's gone. Okay. And like I said before, the Yalkut says that why does it stress the base Achav Yisrael? What does that mean? So I said the Yalkut says they had another 70 kids in Yisrael. I can't understand Shat. Maybe extended family. I don't know. Before we said 70 kids in Shomron, and now the Yalkut says that he had another 70 children in Yisrael. 140 kids is a little hard for one person. So I don't know that. There's no way that says that. So could be. I mean, he did marry a guy, so Yizre'el was a guy. Could be. I don't know. I mean, I can only tell you what it says in the pasuk. Okay.
The Gemara says when somebody raises somebody, it's considered like a child.
Listen, Guido, we know had 70 kids also. It's very interesting. Also, all his kids were killed. So it's interesting, except for one. But that one was right. Okay.
How is it possible somebody has 70 kids?
Okay.
A lot of wives. Do the math.
Why can't a guy have 70 kids?
I'm talking about one wife.
With one wife.
He's saying they're all from Yeravam.
The Kliyokah says it's all from Yeravam, one wife. Yes. That's what the Kliyokah says. I don't know. On top of that, she was also a Zionist. I don't know how that worked. Okay. Pasuk Yibes. Pasuk Yibes. So now, now what happened? He got up, and now he went from Yizre'el. He went to the Shomron. Okay, who the base Aked. So now on the way to Shomron, he's in this place called base Aked. On the way, he sees a bunch of shepherds. Again, he's killing people. He's just walking around killing. So what happened? He sees on the way to the Shomron. On the way, he sees a bunch of shepherds. V'yehu matzah as Ahaziah melech Yehuda. He sees the brother of Ahaziah melech Yehuda. Now Ahaziah he just killed. His brother, he meets him, and he has no idea that his brother was killed. Those days there was no WhatsApp, there was no news. No, he's just traveling, and he sees the melech. Right. So again, v'yehu matzah as Ahaziah melech Yehuda. He sees the brother Ahaziah. He meets him. He says, "Who are you?" Achi Ahaziah and Nach, we're the relatives of Ahaziah. The neighbor that we're coming down, the Shloim ben Melech, who want to check on the king of Bnei Gvira and wants to check on the queen. Just interesting. Why? Meaning he wants to check on Yehuda, he wants to check on Yizre'el. They're both dead, by the way, but he doesn't know that. So the doc says, "Why is this interesting? Why does he say the queen also? Because in that relationship, she wore the pants. She was in charge. So really, he checked on the queen, but he has to say seeing the king also. So anyways." He has no idea that he's on a rampage looking to kill everyone from base Achav, which is him. He's the brother of Ahaziah. So as soon as he hears, he says, "Grab him alive, take him, grab him." And they took this guy. It was more than one. We'll see in a second. And he grabs him alive, and he kills him. Al bar over the pit, the base Akud in the base Akud. What? Ahaziah is married into the house of. It's part of base Achav. It's considered. Ahaziah married into the family of Achav. I think it's a son-in-law. I think.
Wait,
I don't know.
He married his daughter.
What's up with that? And also, he killed Shnayim Shnayim Ish. Well, he Hisher Ish Behem. So at the beginning, it sounded like it was one person, but really it was 42 people, and he wiped out all 42 people over this pit in base Akud, and the death continues. So now he kills the king. He killed the entire base Achav, and the 70 people, and another 42 people, and they're all dead. Okay. Pasuk Tezvav. What happens next? So now Yehu go, he meets as he's leaving this murder scene. He goes and he sees a person as Yonadav ben Rechov, and it's coming towards him. And he gives him a bracha. Now, the question: who gave a bracha to who? So the Barbanel says it was Yonadav gave the bracha. The Kliyaka says Yehuda. Whatever. They said Shalom Aleichem. They each gave each other a bracha. Okay. V'yomer Elav. So now Yehu says, Hayesh eslavcha yasher kasher livavi elavcha. Are you with me? Or are you against me? In other words, who are you? Where do you stand? So he must have got the memo. So he says, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm loyal to you. Yeah, we're together. So he says, okay, give me a hand. So he takes him into his horse, the chariot, and comes inside with him. Okay. So now Yehu is together with this Yonadav ben Rechav. Okay. Fine. He says, come with me. And you'll see I have a big mission to do. I want to go and I want to show my kanayos. I want to show that my zealousness to Hashem, because I want to kill Beis Achav and the people of Baal. And they went together and they rode along in the chariot. Fine. What happens? Shomron. They come to the Shomron, because before we said they're on the way, so now they got to the Shomron. He took the rest of the people in the Shomron, the rest of Achav Shomron, he wiped out the Shomron now, all the people. So before he did it in Yizre'el, now he did it in Shomron. The Yikbites Yehu as Kolam, and now he gathers all the people. He tells them, he's going to pull a big trick now. Okay, I'll just say it outside of the dynasty. Basically, he wants to kill the people of the Baal. How is he going to get them? He says, you know what we're doing now? He gets to make a massive stadium. We're making a major event. We're going to make a major carbon to the Baal, the big Avodah Zarah. And now, if you worship the Baal, you don't come. You get the death penalty. So everybody comes, and he says, not only that, if you worship Hashem, also don't come. Only loyalties. You want the real loyalties here. And they all got together in the big stadium, and he even puts people outside to watch the doors that no one should escape. And then they make a big thing to the Baal, and then he goes and says, kill them all, and he massacres everybody. And that's what's happened in the next few psukim, and that's how they get rid of the people of the Baal. Okay. Kill Ahab and his family, and I believe, and all the people of Avodah Zarah.
You wanted to end Avodah Zarah.
Yeah. You want to wipe out the Avodah Zarah, the Baal. Doesn't say in the pasuk. But we'll see in a minute. Let's get to the psukim, and then we'll see. Okay. What happened? Okay. He got all the people. He tells them, Achav, that's a Baal mat. He says, Achav only did the Baal a little bit. But Yehu has done harbe. I'm going to do a lot. He's trying to get them to show that I'm about Avodah Zarah, and therefore, he's making this trick. Okay. They should all come to me. No one should be missing. Why? Because the big event is happening. It's going to be a tremendous sacrifice we're going to do to the Baal. Anyone who's missing, anyone who doesn't show up, is going to be dead. So you better show up. And Yehu was making this trick in order he wanted to get rid of the people of Baal. So this is all a big trick. Okay. Yehu says, he says, we're making a big sacrifice to the Baal. He called it out. He made a big announcement. Everyone come. If you don't come, death penalty. Because he's trying to show I'm so loyal that I want to make a real event. This is not this is exclusive VIP event. Only people of Baal are allowed to come. Okay. So he sent the messages and he throughout the whole Yisrael. Everyone should come. No one was left that didn't come. And they came. This big stadium was filled up. The temple of the Baal was filled up with end-to-end. It was packed. A full stadium. He tells the people in charge of the wardrobes, he says, look, bring out the uniform, give everyone a special uniform. What was the idea? The idea was that as soon as he starts killing and people start running away, he'll know exactly who to catch. So they all wore a special uniform. I mean, he told them they thought they're putting a uniform because part of the worshiping sacrifice ceremony is to wear the thing. But really, he wanted to make sure if they try to run, boom, 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 he knows exactly who to catch. Okay. So he tells these people, okay, bring out the uniform, the Baal, okay, they all got dressed up in this uniform and get ready to do this major sacrifice to this Avodah Zarah. But Yava Yehu and another ben Rechav. So now Yehu and this Yehuda, based on Baal, Avdei Baal, he says, Chavshuru Payesh Payimochem Avdei Hashem. Go do. He says just to search out, make sure there's nobody that also serves Hashem. Came Avdei Baal Levadim. We only want people that are exclusive to the Baal. If someone serves Hashem, I don't want to kill them right now. I want to focus only on the real loyalties. This is a VIP event only for the loyalties of the Baal. Okay? And anyone who wasn't 100%, they left. So then they went ahead and they started bringing karbanos for Eilos and all types of different animals. He put 80 people outside watching. But Yomi, he says, anyone who escapes, your life is instead of theirs. You better do a good job or we're going to kill you too. No one's allowed to escape. When as soon as they finished bringing these karbanos to this Avodah Zarah, he says, go and kill everybody. No one's allowed to leave. And he killed every person in the Baal. Now what? And the run is what? And they threw them all out. So now all the dead bodies were all, I guess, lying all over the place, and they were everywhere. They strewn all over. Period. Now, so then they went so far as to the what? As to the Beis Baal, to the right. They see, and then he went. They see what he not only did he get rid of the people, he also took the statues, the Beis Avodah Zarah, and he smashed them and he moved them. Beis Baal, and then he burnt it down. So he got rid of the people, and he got rid of the Beis Avodah Zarah, the temples of Avodah Zarah, and then he went and he burnt them, so there'll be no remnants of it. But then he did further. Well, Pasuk of Zion, Vayitzu es Matzev Baal, he shattered it. Vayitzu as Beis Baal, he destroyed it. Right? The mitzvah was supposed to destroy. Avodah Zarah was supposed to smash and destroy. And Vayismuhu the mitzvahs adayam. And they took it, and they converted these places into outhouses. Place with a bathroom. In other words, they wanted to mevazid Yitzhar, they wanted to make fun of it. So it's not just not here anymore, it's also now at the bathroom. So just, okay. I have to look at the okay. Yomi, it says.
We'll see it on the trip.
So I'll just tell you. So when it says Yomi Navi, it doesn't mean until today. It means until when Yirmiyah wrote Malachim. It means until somebody wrote, that's what it was. Okay, Pasuk Chavches. V'hishmei the Yehu as a Baal Yisrael, and now Yehu was a mission accomplished. He's successfully removing the Baal from Yisrael, from Kal Yisrael. Yeah. Okay. Now Rak Hatayi Rav Menavat Asher Hichnis Yisrael Loisar Yehu Machrim Egel Azav Asher Beis El Asher Bedan. In other words, Yehu. He accomplished getting rid of the Baal, which is Avodah Zarah that's completely not Hashem, doesn't represent at all. That's much worse than Avodah Zarah. But he didn't get rid of Avodah Zarah, which was, we said earlier, the Egel Azav that Yeravam made in Beitel and in Dan. He did that just really quickly. He did that because he was scared that when people come to be either regal, the Yishalayim, they're going to see that the Malachim Beis David, Malachim Yehuda is able to sit in that Zarah and he can't. He was scared, so he stopped people from going to the regal. And he said, instead of going to the regal, he made a mishkan ba'at. He made like a little base of mikdash in Beitel and in Dan. And he said this would be a conduit. You could daven to Hashem in that place. So instead of going all day to Yerushalayim, it's a long trip. Just go to the local shtibel in Beitel or in Dan, and you can daven over there. On the trip, I think we're going to go today. You still see that the base of Avodah Zarah of Yeravam Menavah. It's actually there in Dan today. And it's a site that we probably go. Anyways, Pasuk Lamed, the Yomer Hashem al Yehu. So now Hashem tells Yehu, Yan Asher Tvisa Lasei Hayosher Beinai Chol Asher Levavi Asisa Beis Achav Bnei Revim Yeshu L'cha Ad Kisei Yisrael. It said like this: since you went ahead and you listened and you did what's good in my eyes, and you got rid of the Beis Achav and you got rid of the 4 generations, the 4 Malachim. In other words, that you got rid of the base of Avodah Zarah that was going on from Omri, Achav, Ahaziah, and Yomi. Therefore, I'm going to give you another four kingdoms, and you're going to be able to go for another 4 generations. 4 for 4. Okay. Yehu lo shamar v'lechem v'taras Hashem. But Yehu l'maisa, he didn't follow the ways of Hashem. Okay, Yisrael b'chol vavai, but they saw him because he didn't turn me'al chatas Yeravam asher hechtes Yisrael. End of the days, he went ahead and he killed the Baal, but end of the days he still left over, so therefore he wasn't completely with Hashem. Now, the pasuk says, "B'yam mehem hocha Hashem l'katzes b'Yisrael." In those days, Hashem began to get upset at Klal Yisrael because at the end of the day they still kept the way the zara of Yeravam and Nevat. But Yakim Chaziel, so now Chaziel from Aram, he came and he took from the Gluas Yisrael. He took away lands from Klal Yisrael. But you don't follow after Hashem. Eventually, first the messages come, Hashem kills, and etc., etc. But eventually, you start losing Eretz Yisrael. Now, what did they lose? They lost min Yarden Mizrach Hashemesh, which means that's just a summary. That means they lost from Ever Yarden. Ad kol is called Eret Gilad, the entire land of Gilad, which is Agadi Rivuni Amnashi, which is basically it describes Ever Yarden. They lost Ever Yarden. And then now saying, well, first it says they lost everything, and now just explaining that is from the south, right? So which is Nach, which is way in the south, Gil Bashan, which is the north. So essentially, Ever Yarden started losing it to Aram, to Chazal. Now, just it ends off. But yes, it's different. If you want to hear more about Yehu and the story of Chasha, also you go look in the Yomi, you find more information. But Yishka of Yehu and Vaisav, Yishka Yehu, he dies with his father, the Yikvais of Shomron. He's buried in the Shomron. Yahayachas, but now the new Malach Yahayachas takes over. Now B'Yam Asher Malach Yehu Yisrael Esher Mishmayna Shana Shomron. He's 28 years. He was the king of Shomron. And that's the end of Perek Yud. And pretty much, just to understand, in that chapter, this basically we knocked out the desire from the Baal from Klal Yisrael. But at the end of the day, there was still by desire of Yeravam and Nevat, and that's why Klal Yisrael started losing part of Eretz Yisrael. Okay, Ishkach, have a nice day. Okay, Shabbos.